The rank reset of Call of Duty Mobile is finally here, and you will need some guns in your repertoire while you are pushing to Legendary. Let's get started. We'll kick things off with a few honorable mentions, and the first one is going to be a very new gun in this list, the CBR4. It's been getting buffed consistently for quite a few seasons now, and it can achieve a consistent 225 millisecond time to kill in its first range, which is pretty fast for a gun of its kind. It's a pretty solid flex option, however you will need toughness as its flinch can be quite annoying. Next up is the XM4. Now this gun doesn't quite make it into the main list anymore, but it's still pretty good. It's one of the most stable ARs out there. It has great flinch and great recoil, however its time to kill is not the fastest, so that's something you should be mindful of. To wrap up the honorable mentions, we have the Chopper, another new addition. It's also gotten a few buffs and its ease of use has always carried it. Its stats might not be the greatest, but when it's so easy to hit your shots with this gun, it doesn't matter. If your opponent even misses one shot, they've probably lost the gunfight anyway. Next up, we'll have the snipers, and there's only one gun here, the 3-line rifle. Some people still prefer the Tundra, and that's fine, but the ADS speed on this sniper is just the fastest out there, and it's one of the most important stats. The fire interval doesn't matter if you're already dead to begin with. Next up, we have the semi-autos. This too is a category with just a single gun because the gun is so strong it outclasses everything else. Of course, we're talking about the Type 63. It's like an SKS on steroids. It's got better ADS speed. It handles so fast it feels like an SMG, which is crazy by the way because guns in this category are generally on the slower end of things. It also kills insanely fast. It's just the go-to option in this category. However, the iron sights are not the greatest, so you may need the Battle Pass blueprint. Before we get to the main ARs though, you people just keep asking me about my color settings. I get it, they're great, there's so many comments about them. They help you see enemies better in the darker areas of the map, but they're pretty valuable. So to obtain my color settings, you guys have to get 65k subscribers on this channel and 2k likes on this video. As soon as that happens, the next video we'll release will include my color settings. Next up, we'll have the main ARs, which has actually lost a few guns and gotten a new one added. First off, we'll have the LMG. This is the most powerful LMG you can have if you're a camper. You just sit down and you spray it at walls, and it has 100% penetration, so it'll 3-tap through walls too. It also has one of the faster time to kills for an LMG and a very consistent 3-shot kill. Also, if you feel the ADS speed is slow, don't worry about it. The thing has great hip fire, so you can just keep it mid ADS and the shots will connect anyway. You don't even have to ADS the gun. However, just like every other LMG, it takes 5 years to reload the gun. So watch out when you reload it and carry a good secondary because the nerf per grid anyway. You can use overkill and use something like a USS. Now we'll be covering the DRH and you might wonder, wait, isn't this a flex? What's it doing in the Mania category? And you'd be right if not for that gun just defeats it in close range. However, if you do keep a bit of distance, it's actually stronger than the USS. It has more range, it can wallbang. The USS-9 can't really wallbang, it's an SMG. And with the builds most USS users are running nowadays, you walk around faster too. You sprint around faster. So this is actually a stronger option. It's just not as competitive in CQC. And the pseudo USS-9 makes a great segue to the USS-9 and subsequently the flex weapon category. This gun, despite all its nerfs, is still very powerful and you just cannot go wrong with it. It still retains a lot of its ability to even challenge ARs. It still keeps the stupid easy recoil and the great hip fire, and the cherry on top being it has a mythic. The D does not. But what if you wanted a true all-rounder? The gun that power crept the XM4 with one of the most beautiful mythics in the game. Of course, we're talking about none other than the Ram 7. This has a fat 50-round magazine, and the magazine attachment comes with no cons, and blazing fast time to kill of 210 milliseconds. Most 4-tappers cannot achieve a time to kill this fast, this constantly, and this makes it very forgiving too if you miss your shots, unlike the 3-tappers, which have insane punishment values. So this is an absolute must-have on your loadouts for next season for when you need a flex AR. Returning to its throne, we have the HVK-30. The devs noticed it was out of the meta list for a few seasons and subsequently buffed it. It's one of the most powerful 3-tappers right now, so go ahead, feel free to abuse it. Just look at this clip, see how fast this person dies. We have talked about this gun for ages and its cons as always remain magazine capacity. And if you hate USS-9s, this gun is for you, the Odin. This is what happens when baby SKS chose to be an AR when it grew up, because that's exactly what it is, a fully auto SKS. It has an insanely high bullet impact, which makes sure no USS-9 can challenge you because they'll flinch so damn hard, and it has a very fast time to kill. In fact, it's so fast nearly no automatic gun will compete with you, except maybe the CX-9 burst. It's also incredibly accurate, and the recoil is pretty straightforward to control. It's high, but it's a simple pattern. It's laser accurate too and can kill in 290 milliseconds across the map. You really can't go wrong with this gun. Now before we get to the aggressive weapons, we'll have a few dishonorable mentions. And they're best paired together, the Jack-12 Dragon's Breath and the Man of War Thermite. Skill overdrive is rampant nowadays, so people will be running unit support and overclock. Use the Man of War Thermite to kill them, and if they come back with Dauntless, you just switch to the Jack-12 Dragon's Breath, as that shotgun completely bypasses Dauntless and Flak Jacket. This is mandatory on your loadouts because people will absolutely spam your lobbies with operators otherwise, and if they come back with Dauntless, they're scared for the whole match. What if you use the Thermite Man of War again, and they will just not use skill overdrive anymore. Now, to kick things off in the aggressive weapon list, we'll have one of the most annoying shotguns, the Striker. It's gotten buffed and it's incredibly powerful now. You just hold down the shoot button and it will clear entire hardpoints. If you equip Sleight of Hand, it even reloads insanely quickly. If you are an OBG player, this is an absolute must-have. With the Vulture buff a few seasons ago, we have a gun making it into the main list, the CX-9 Burst. We are talking a gun that can move around the map as fast as some melees, kill faster than the Odin, and hip fire better than the USS. I'm sure you see the perks of using it now. Previously, issues included multi-kills. If there's multiple opponents, you're probably dead. But with Vulture refunding your ammo directly into the magazine now, it's not as big of a problem. So as long as you have decent aim, it's probably one of the best aggro options you can use. Before we get to the strongest meta aggro weapon though, we have the HSO-45. This gun truly shined in CDM. It's one of the most powerful shotguns. It can hip fire and one-tap an enemy even 20 meters away. Just think about how crazy it sounds. It moves around the map faster than the KRM does too. The devs tried nerfing it a few seasons ago, but it didn't really do much. So if you're a fan of shotguns, this is absolutely the most powerful option. And the medal of the best aggro option this season goes to the VMP. The devs basically took a Fennec when they created this gun and gave it some stimulants. It resulted in better mobility, better A speed, better strafe speed, and better damage in the accuracy range. The end result? It power crept the Fennec, and the Fennec was already one of the better aggro options out there. It stayed in comp for years. Unfortunately, the VMP just completely overshadowed it. And even despite the Fennec getting a buff, the VMP is simply still just better. Well, that wraps up the list. I shall now retreat into my goon sphere. Lock and load, going dark.